watching Will's Curls, and today I'm going to share with you a few tips on how to ace your Target interview. I'm so sorry about this lighting. I just got back from work at 5:30, and so the lighting's not like the best outside right now, so I'm using a ring light and it's kind of harsh, but I applied to Target a few weeks ago, and I actually applied for the beauty tech type of person. I wanted to be the beauty consultant. They put me in cafe, which I'm totally fine with. It's totally chill. I enjoy it. So what actually happened is I applied for Target. The next day they gave me an email saying that they want to interview me, and I was so surprised at how quick that was, because a lot of people have been saying that it's not that quick, but they got back to me really quickly. But yeah, so they might not put you in the position that you want, but it is still $15 an hour, so I'm not complaining. Also, people said that you have to do like 2 interviews before you get hired. I only went through 1 and they just hired me on the spot. I don't know if that's because it was really good or just because they needed someone in cafe, which I believe it's the latter. But yeah, I only had 1 interview, so it was low-key, no stress, you know, I got it done. Took about 15 minutes, and it was just so chill. So my first tip for you would be to not stress. I know that when I was going to have my interview, I was literally like, it was as if I was about to get a shot like that day. I was just so scared. I was like, I couldn't fall asleep for a couple of nights because I was just so worried about it. Don't stress. Really, it is so low-key. They interview people all the time. I mean, I'm just saying, like, we're not special, you know? It's not like they're gonna specifically remember our interview. So yeah, just don't stress it. You got this. You can do this. It's Target. You got this. Second thing is, I saw on some other videos, one of them actually said to like lie in your interview, and no, I would not recommend lying, because that can easily come back to bite you. It can totally ruin the interview if you mess up. You know, don't lie. I mean, you don't have to tell them the full truth and be like, yeah, I stay at home all day and do nothing on my computer. Like, you don't have to say that, but don't lie and say like all this other stuff that you spend doing your day. Don't say stuff like, I go help orphans, I've been to China, just don't. I don't see why you would have to do that. But you can, I guess the word like stretch the truth. So you could say like, oh, I work great in a team, I'm a hard worker. I mean, it's normal to like think about yourself and not immediately think like, oh my gosh, I'm such a hard worker, you know, like, but just think about things that you could technically be, like, I'm ambitious and a leader, and I'm thorough. So I would actually recommend having like 3 things in mind that you are. I learned this in my economics class, but yeah, I'll always have like 3 words to describe you, 3 good words like that, and then think of an example for each word and say like why you are that. Next thing, what I did the day before, I went through like 40 practice questions. So I just locked myself in the office, went to the computer, opened up this website where it had like 40 commonly asked interview questions, and I literally just talked to myself. And I went through each one and I like just talked through it, and oh my gosh, it helped so much. I don't think that any of the questions were asked in my interview, but it's like still, it just helped so much. If you are curious about the questions that they ask, honestly, I didn't get asked that much questions. It's kind of just, think of it as someone that just wants to get to know you better. Like, just think of it as like a chill conversation with a friend or like a new friend. They ask you what your life has been like in the past 5 years. I mean, don't go off into a ramble. That's what is super important. They're not as interested in your life as they are interested in what you can bring to the company. So think about things that are helpful to your job. So you don't have to like go out on a rant or like a ramble about like something insignificant in your life. I mean, it may be significant to you, but if it doesn't really like apply to the job, I wouldn't spend that much time on it. But yeah, so they're gonna ask you what your life has been like in the past 5 years. They might ask you like, what's the time you disagreed with someone? I'm trying to think of another. Great customer service. What's the time that you showed a customer or a peer great service? And just like basic stuff like that. But yeah, the more practice questions you go through, the more prepared you'll be for if they do throw you like a really random or like a question that you usually wouldn't think of. Next, this is about what you wear to the interview. So I wouldn't recommend something super formal, but not super casual. So I just wear something like semi-formal. I wear like dressy pants and just a plain black long sleeve shirt. Make sure that it is something that you're comfortable wearing, because if it's like that one shirt that you sometimes don't wear because it makes one part of you look weird, don't wear that, because that's all you're going to be able to think about. Just going to add extra stress to your day. Think about something that you know you look cute in, you know looks good, and wear that. Like, you don't have to wear something super extra that you don't usually wear, because that's just going to make you even more stressed out than you are. I did like to wear jewelry, so I wore like a necklace, I wore some earrings. Those are kind of cute. They also have like a nice little touch to my outfit, so if you want to wear those, that's totally fine. Next, I also learned this from my economics class, but when they tell you their name in the beginning, remember their name, because once you guys say goodbye, it looks so good when you say like, bye John, or like their name. That makes you look so, like, that'll stick with them. And if they work at Target, usually they will have a name tag, so you can always just like look at that. But that, bro, I'm telling you, that's like bonus points if you say their name at the end of the interview. Next, I didn't know this, like nobody really told me this, but you don't have to answer right away when they ask you a question. Like, honestly, take your time. I mean, if it takes like more than like 2-3 minutes, that's a little awkward because you're just like sitting there thinking of something to say. But right when they ask you the question, you don't have to come up with something random. It looks so much better if they ask you a question and you sit and think, than if you just ramble on and just like not be able to finish that sentence. Like, that would be so awkward. Oh my gosh. So yeah, when they ask you a question, you can take your time, just think, look down or something. Honestly, they're gonna be busy typing stuff on the computer. They won't even be looking at you. I mean, they might, but like, they're busy. You can think, don't stress it, think about it. That is the best road to go down. Next, because of COVID time, they don't really get to see our beautiful smiles because we are wearing masks. So what I like to do, if they can't see your smile, I like to laugh a little bit more because that just lets them know that you are smiling. So if they say something or something that you can laugh to, I would laugh. You know, that kind of just like eases your stress, and then that makes it feel a little bit more comfortable in the room. So make sure that you laugh and don't just like sit there awkwardly. That's always the worst, when you just sit awkwardly. Always just like, if they try and talk with you, you know, just laugh along with it, you know. That seems like so much more friendly and just so much less stressful. Alright, lastly, this is the last tip. Because of COVID, wear a mask. Like, I know that some places aren't requiring you to wear a mask, but that's gonna give you like the best impression, because, I mean, if you wear a mask, they might not really think about it, but if you don't wear a mask, they're gonna think about it. As an employee, you gotta keep your customers safe, you gotta keep everyone around you safe, and if they see you walk in without a mask, they already know the type of person that you are. Make sure to wear, don't forget a mask, don't forget that mask to this interview. You are going to need it. And yeah, that's all I have for you. If you guys have any questions about the job or about the interview, about orientation, about any of that, please let me know in the comments. I love to hear your guys' feedback, and I will try and answer any of your questions. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. That means so much to me. And if you want to, if you feel like it, if you're thinking about it, press that subscribe button. But yeah, subscribing always means so much to me. I have like a little happy dance whenever I see a new subscriber. I love all of you guys. So amazing. Y'all are so supportive. Love you guys. I hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you later. Bye!